Okay, Graham, Zora, let's hear about your cult.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclast.
It's like he knows me. I'm told I'm told that you're out of pamphlets. That's really a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink.
Go figure.
Now, why have you come?
Okay, if he can convince me to join the cult, mucho respect. I'm a skeptic, but we'll see. Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Okay. Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
What else can you tell me about your teachings?
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what
goddamn,
you
Max.
think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us.
Here we
Bakonu's
go.
text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
Wait. Who's peeing? Pian. Jesus Christ.
Paean. It's a... Never mind. Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, "As a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe."
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Does that sound familiar, Max? Let's take a deep breath.
Apologies. The occasion to speak to other scholarly men does not come here often.
What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI, just like the overlords before.
Okay. So, remember Sanjar previously was talking about his friend or colleague Graham, and now they have this not just personal tiff, but also their two kind of factions are obviously opposed, but then they're both against the board. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, okay, but I'm curious about this. So Sandra betrayed you, you turned to religion, and now here we are.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Another is that misfortune often brings opportunity. I found my path through the tragedies of my past.
I hear the word eternal being thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
What if I don't believe in any of this? How can I be divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Ability to believe. I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from truth, which rules out any knowledgeable scientician.
Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying?
Okay, well, I'm not convinced, but also he's not like... He's answering our questions. He's not pushing it on us, which is kind of nice. You believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
I'm really glad he's here, actually.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris.
That's actually a really good point, is like...
All right.
How could we possibly...
Why have you come?
gather all of that? I imagine these questions are going to lead back into those same things. Yeah, okay.
Why have you come?
Great question.
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press. Okay. Well, he wants to spread the word, obviously.
I've always dreamed of subverting the colony's periodicals and turning the board's own propaganda against them.
Yeah.
If I could get my message directly in the hands of Byzantium citizens, I'm sure they'd recognize the truth. Will you aid us in our
And
cause?
it seems like... I mean, I will. But I don't...
Wonderful.
I don't know.
I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet.
Well,
What are you doing
we'll
wasting
clear the
bits
wraps,
on-
obviously.
Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that was the same person. Okay. The runner from the northern ruins. I helped her get out of there.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings
That's
your
cool.
praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Okay, we can do that.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope
I'm
I
interested in
don't have to
hearing
tell you
her
this, but
thoughts on
if
this.
there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and
Okay.
medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
So she's the practical one here. Okay. Let's chat with her. Never mind. Cool, good chat. Maybe when she gets settled in triage, we can talk to her. What is that? Oh, it's darts. Future darts. Yeah, I'm actually super glad that we have Max here to kind of play counterbalance to him.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
There we
Sorry
go.
about earlier. Graham and I don't always see eye to eye.
No, that's cool.
Besides, we just got our asses kicked in the ruins. Not a great time to yammer on about his printing press.
So he's like hyper focused on like achieving these altruistic goals, and she's like, well, okay, but what about all our sick people? It does seem a bit wasteful to buy press parts rather than food.
Hey, you got some decency in you. Careful. That's rare around these parts, and folks are liable to try and take advantage of it.
You run the triage clinic?
Yeah. Name's Zora. I've been patching up the iconoclast since day one. Whenever Graham's lack of foresight gets someone hurt, I get them back on their feet. If I can.
People around here get injured that often?
You joking? It's Monarch. Can't set foot outside without being attacked by a beast or a marauder.
Okay. Do you always talk to your leader like that?
When he's being an idiot, sure.
Okay, so we get that the hierarchy is kind of like Graham's, Zora's like kind of a sub point of him, I would imagine. But he's also talking about everybody being equal, like a petal on the flower, and I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case. What happened in the ruins exactly?
Mantiqueen showed up out of nowhere, and I guess the gunfire attracted raptidons. It was a damn bloodbath.
Raptidon blood?
You found a queen that far north? Wish I'd been there.
You and me both, Nyoka. We could have used the help. Listen, unless this is urgent, I need to oversee the wounded.
You need any help?
You want to do us a favor or two? Go talk to Bronson. He's always looking to pass his work off on someone else. For now, I gotta get to the wounded. Welcome to Amber Heights.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice here. It's nice here. Okay. So, get the printing press rollers from Carlotta. Travel to the warehouse at Bayside Terrace and find Graham's contact Carlotta. She should have a shipment for him. Retrieve it. Okay. Let's start with that. It seems like we might have a choice as to how we're going to actually...
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Damned philosophists. When you've got a moment, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Why don't we just talk now,
Could I
Vicar?
have a word with you, Captain?
Yes, I'm right here.
I've been mulling over everything with Graham and the iconoclasts.
Uh-huh.
Upon further reflection, Graham's not as much of an idiot as I thought he'd be. But in other ways, he's worse.
Well put.
I'd urge you to be careful in future dealings with him, Captain.
I know.
He's an unhinged zealot who lacks awareness of the consequences of his choices. I wouldn't trust him to lead a crew, let alone a town-wide cult.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Who would you trust to run Monarch?
As much as I usually appreciate the board's ordered approach to governance, in Monarch's case, they aren't really running anything so much as leaving everyone to rot. Unless you agree with them that the inhabitants of Monarch should be forced to evacuate, or die from their stubborn rebelliousness. Zora is militant, unbending, and ruthless for sure. I'd be hesitant to oppose her. But she gets results.
Yeah,
and
see?
she doesn't suppress intelligent discourse.
Yep.
Can't say I agree with the iconoclasts, but Zora has what it takes to save Monarch.
Even in our limited dealings there, I kind of feel the same way. That's cool. And it seems like we'll have a decision as to like, okay, do we use these parts for practical or money for practical uses? Or do we try to get his like printing press up and running, you know? Okay, looks like Carlotta's back in here. Let's go and talk to this person. We might have a little bit of fighting to do, but we'll see. Wait a sec. I think we're gonna go back through here. Let's take these guys out.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Smite him, dude. Thanks. Smote. He's been smoted.
Don't mess with us.
I think when we tinker next, we're just going to do some straight weapon upgrades to improve their level. I like this one a lot. I do feel that when we removed dials, when we removed the larger magazine, that I'm definitely feeling that impact.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe.
Well, that's a lie.
That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
What's going on here exactly?
We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you?
Well, I need to be in there. Supposed to meet somebody.
Right. Carlotta. Yeah, she's inside. We got first rights, though.
What?
As soon as we fix that generator, she's ours.
What do you mean she's ours? Why are you after her?
You'd have to ask the boss. I just know she wants Carlotta voided.
Is the boss here?
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
Well, you're here for Carlotta. I get it. I'll offer. You get paid. We all go home with a win. Or, I'm here to investigate reports of mantis swarm infestation. He's not going to like that.
Oh, of all the void damned. I ain't getting eaten alive for a couple of bits. Pack it up, crew.
Easy peasy. Get out of here, Niles. You twat. Let's just check this before we go in. Whoa, that was weird. Pulse hammer, level 12. So our current weapon, level 16, 576 DPS. The shrink ray is like, eh. I think instead of having like varying weapon types like this, like it's cool that it's a science weapon. But it's probably better to have varying damage types that we can sort between. Sulfur safe power generation system. Reactor status unstable. Corrosive gas vents. Corrosive gas levels critical. Gas vents closed. Open gas vents. Okay, hold on. This is probably going to be like what that guy was talking about, but maybe we'll talk to her first. Well, what's this? What? This is... What? This is great. This is the first time that we can't unlock something. So our lockpicking is currently at 40 because of our goggles and our troop armor, believe it or not. Check this out. Now we can unlock this. That's good. I like seeing some restriction, even though we can still get into it.
Impressive, as always.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Block and stealth. Whereas this boosts our long guns. So let's use this. And then we'll go back to here, I guess. So what this is doing is dropping perception. And perception as a whole... Where is it here? So this impacts lockpicking. And so I guess you can see what that does when we equip it. If we see our specific skill right now is 50. And we equip the engineering goggles. Then we're down to 45. Okay, so before we do this, which I'm sure we're going to have to, let's talk to Carlotta. Locked.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Relax. The sublight squad's gone.
Relax. I've been cooped up in here for almost 2 days. Who are you, anyway?
Cyrus Odd. Graham sent me to collect supplies.
Oh, finally. Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing.
Okay.
Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Okay, put the gun down. Simmer.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you.
Graham ordered rollers and whatsits,
You wouldn't
right?
believe it if I
For
told you.
Printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
Okay. Questions. Why did Sandra ban you from working with the Iconoclasts?
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Okay, so I'll try not to tell him. And why have you been helping Graham?
It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the Iconoclasts for doing it.
Right. Where you get the supplies
I'll
now?
help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand.
Oh.
I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zora here. The extra food and medicine.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
I'll try my best. I will try my best. Well, there's the choice. I mean, he kind of weirds me out. So, I feel like that's not too difficult a decision. Reconditioned exo helmet. Good for parts, I guess. All right. You see anything going on in here that we might want? Bypass shunts. Increase your melee and defense skills. Doesn't really help us. I'll take the extendo sight. This is actually really heavy armor. All right. So I'm going to see about venting this. Route the gas outside. Anyone in the immediate vicinity that generates an environmental facing vents may be subject to burns, disfigurement, and increased risk of cancer. Oh, okay, okay. We're going to vent the gas. So I'm guessing that... Oh, no, get it! Whoops. My bad. Okay, so... Okay, you guys good? We're cool, right? We're cool, we're buds. You guys cool? So, that's another way of dealing with the guys if we couldn't talk them out of it. We could have gassed them all, and they would have been Toasty Toasterson. That would have been cool. But I'm okay lying to them too. The thing is, I guess you could make the argument, if you're like min-maxing XP, that killing is probably getting you more XP overall, because you get like 2,400 XP per kill, it looks like.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Okay, now, let's just double check a couple of things. Take the passcode you found in Sublight's agent's body to Catherine and Fallbrook. Okay, fine. Catherine again. The Graves, Cheney, Fallbrook as well. Aside from Mr. Pickett and the Manta Queen. And then... Persuaded Tucker, so we have to go back to the mom. Investigate the outpost that the Ash guy asked for. Okay. Well, let's see what Graham has to say. He might be upset, but this will kind of be a true tell of his character. Oh, Zora's here too. Well, okay.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Who are the Van Noys that you're talking about?
They're hunters. Badass ones at that. Hope they're all right.
Right, okay.
They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
We could probably find
And
them.
we'll continue that discussion later.
I got your rollers. The rest of the account, though, went to food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Well, she kind of isn't. So... yeah. Sanjar's kind of made it illegal to sell to you guys, so...
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
Whoa, simmer down.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
The writers, they do this a lot, the whole we thing. Redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony. Let me ask you something about spreading the truth.
Yes?
Even if you clean up the printing press, that doesn't even matter. Why go through all this trouble? What are you trying to accomplish? Just get everybody to follow the same ideals as you, I would imagine.
The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth.
Their own truth. There is only one truth. Free will is nothing but an illusion that drives man to struggle against his preordained path.
The cosmos will someday come to understand itself. We can only assist with our own truth-seeking and hope that by our myriad tiny contributions, we can help usher that day forth.
And what are you going to put in these magazines?
A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the public's mind towards seeing the truth.
Yeah, right.
Certainly.
Okay, so what's next?
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press, one of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance
I
as
wonder if that's true.
The written word can be quite effective, but losing your flock seems counterproductive.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
You could have sent them after backing up Zora. Or backing Zora up, no?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's
Yeah.
become blind to our actual
So-
problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this,
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll need them.
Yep, I feel you. I'll do what I can. So he's like all in. He's the point she'd make where she's like he's blind to it. Whereas she, again, very practical, easier to side with. But if you're,
If I hear you say survival of the fittest one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
these two hate each
Survival's
other.
about persistence and luck.
So weapon proficiency and adaptive skill play no part whatsoever, in your mind.
If it does, it ain't enough. I've gone and outlived the best hunters I ever knew.
It is neither luck nor random chance. At times, destiny may not seem fair, but there is a reason for life events, even if that reason is not immediately obvious.
Please. Nature's only got one reason for death. To feed the one still standing.
See, I'm somewhere personally in between these guys where I feel like you create your own luck. Luck strikes. I'm the believer in, like, well, I think there's a phrase, luck strikes when, like, preparation meets opportunity or something. And as cheesy as that sounds, I do believe that you make your own luck. Put yourself in the best situation so that if something lucky happens, you have the best, possible outcome, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but it doesn't even matter. Anyways, so the printing press is way up here, but all the other activities are down here. So we probably should head towards the printing press area, and then we'll be able to probably just travel back here and then work on some of the stuff off in the south. The iconoclast situation here is actually quite interesting to me, and some of the more interesting stuff that we've done so far. So really enjoying seeing how this is going to play out. And there's still going to be the decision probably of who's going to lead this group, Zora or Graham, maybe. And then what are we going to do about the situation between Sanjar and this group? And then what is this larger group, once that's decided, how are they going to interact with the board? I don't know if we'll have influence over that, but who knows? Anyways, what did we pick up here? Plasma carbine. No, we picked up something in here. Iconoclast apostle. Melee damage. So again, it's good for our armor, but I don't think I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on buffs. Other buffs. Let's see what he's got. 10 armor. Here, you take this big bad boy right here. All right, cool. Wish me luck. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.